Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. I'm so excited. This is the stitched die of the month for March. So absolutely adorable. Now I want to explain how these clubs work. Let me get my piece of paper. I forgot to bring this over. Okay. So last month I printed this and I want to continue to go over this in case you are a new subscriber. At the first of the month, club previews become available to everyone. Clubs ship later in the month. You can find the previews here at Spellbinders, paperarts.com, collectible or collections clubs. Okay, so there is the website right there. The 1st to the 5th of the month, clubs are available to current club members. Club members have this time to decide if they want to receive this club, cancel, upgrade to a different club, or downgrade. Sometimes some club designs are so popular they sell out in these first 5 days. This is done to give the club members first dibs on everything. At the 6th of the month, clubs are available for non-members. So, say someone likes the design for the month. They can join beginning the 6th of the month. Clubs registration closes on the 27th of the month. At this point, joining the club is mandatory to receive this month's product. New for 2024, regular releases are available early to club members. Everyone else can shop regular releases on the 10th of the month. 27th of the month, club registration closes for this month. Sometimes this becomes so confusing. I had to print it myself to almost kind of understand it. At the 10th of the next month, previous month's club designs become available to everyone without the need to join the club, unless something is sold out, in which case it is reordered and is added to the website later. The downside of buying the product at this time is it costs a lot more and there's no free shipping. Remember, if you are a member of a club, there's free shipping. You can find them under shop past clubs and add-ons. So if you want to stop the video and understand this and read it again, this might be the time to do that. So there's, to me, there's the 1st to the 5th of the month for club members, okay? The 6th of the month, then the clubs are open for non-members to join. And then at the 10th of the next month, the previous month's clubs are open to order if they're not sold out. So there's that in a nutshell. The Spellbinders asked me to do the stitch die of the month. And of course I said yes, I love to stitch. My grandma taught me how to embroider and stitch. I started at 3 years old. So I'm really excited with this month. I love the cup. Don't you love it? And the cup and the flowers. This is just so sweet. You can put any sentiment with this. And this club is $25. And you get everything here. You have to buy your own thread or, your floss kind of thing. And there's free shipping. Okay, so with that being said, let's begin. For our card today, I'm going to use Sending a Note. These are previous sentiments that I've already had. I already foiled them. I already have them in my stash, and I'm really kind of wanting to use them up to see which ones, that I'm going to use. And then if I find any that I don't like, I just throw them away because I was new at foiling when I did this. So some of them, are in good shape and some are not. So I'm just trying to weed through a lot of things. Isn't this adorable? Today I'm going to teach you this flower right here, and it's called the Wagon Wheel Stitched Rose. The colors I've used are number 151, 16, and 744. And so this is just absolutely sweet because, like I said, you could put anything down here. I've used some vanilla cardstock. My base is Neenah white cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is like a vanilla cardstock, a creamy colored cardstock. And it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Although I did emboss this with Simon Hurley's basket weave. Let me show you this. the Woven 3D from the Spring Sampler Collection by Simon Hurley. The number on this is E3D080. Oh, wait, I am an affiliate for Spellbinders. There are links below for you to order any of this product. And when you do that, I do receive a small commission. That's at no cost to you. Thank you so much for ordering from me. I really do appreciate it. Now, when you have a 3D embossing folder like this, and you get an impression that's this deep. See, this is the deboss side. A lot of times the cardstock, and it'll shrink up. So when I put this on my card, see I have a little bit up here. I'm going to cut that off with my guillotine trimmer. Well, in fact, let's just do that right now. So let me move my dies aside. I've used all the dies except for these right here, these three right here. And I'll probably use this on another card. I try to do a couple of cards of the Stitch Club a month. Sometimes I do it, I always start with the stitching, and then sometimes I go to no stitching because you don't have to stitch. So I'm pretty sure that these little curves go in here somehow, like that, somehow. So, you know, I'll check these out on another video. So let me put those in my little bag here. That's how because I'm an affiliate, I get samples. So that's why mine comes packaged like this. Yours, of course, will come packaged beautifully. Okay, let's go ahead and add this. And then we'll cut that down. Because this goes on flat. Just like this. I hope you had fun with last month's stitch of the month. It is just so beautiful. Stitching really adds dimension, and I find it extremely relaxing, which is a good thing, right? I always tap it down to get it even so that you can trim here, and if you needed to, when you opened it, if you needed to trim right here, you could. Of course, I don't. So let me go ahead and get my trimmer. I think this one comes in lilac now, and I got this one from scrapbook.com. But I just put it there, and I'm just going to go ahead and slice that off, just like that. And then we have a perfect top, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and put some of these flowers together, and then we'll stitch. I think the flowers are so much fun. I cut some in a darker blue, a lighter blue, and a pink. In fact, these are all, except for my green, and I should have pulled it out. These are all Spellbinders colors from, let me find that package right here. This is the Happy Day Assorted Pack, and it's 100-pound cardstock. This is really, really nice cardstock. This is the first time that I have used Spellbinders paper, and I will definitely order it again. I really, really like it. I like that it's 100 pounds. It has nice weight to it, but it's not too thick. So I've taken my little flowers here. They come in a set of 3. And then this little die right here. And this is like the backs of for the inserts of these flowers. See? Like I put the little ones with the holes on top of different colors here. Okay? Just so stinking cute. And then these little dots right here, I did those in green and I put them on these little flowers. I already did that because, you know, that's easy peasy to do. Let's make these flowers right here. So for my yellow flower, I used a little pink on the back and green, and I was even saying this on another video. When I craft, I love color, especially come the spring. I am definitely a colorful crafter. So let's go ahead, and this does line up. You can kind of, what I did, I just kind of rolled it around until it lined up, just like that. And then a little bit of glue on the back. And I stuck it right in the center of my flower. So my yellow one has pink and green. I love pink and green. Now my pink one has yellow and green. Just to make it fun, right? And it doesn't matter what color you guys use. I really like that Spellbinders cardstock. It was the first that I've ever used it. And I will, when I run out of other colors that I'm using, that I already have in my craft room, I will switch to probably Spellbinders or Gina K. Sometimes Gina K's cardstock is a little bit too thick for me. So I really like that 100 pound. Okay, there's our 2 flowers right there. Now let's put this little flower together. And we've got, these guys are already good. Let's put this one together. So in this one, I chose to use a yellow with the dots for the center, okay, right here. And it also comes with a solid, this solid right here, and then these dots. So however that you want to do it, if you wanted to put a solid in there, that's fine. If you want to put the dots, I happen to like the dots, so I didn't use the little solid one. And I'm going to go ahead with this. I'm going to put glue on either side, right here. I'm leaving the center open. And I just did this in a light and dark bluish color. And as you can see, this one, see where they're etched, where the dies are etched, these line up perfectly. Spellbinders is so good with that to help us out to be wonderful crafters. Now I just took this little one that has these little teeny tiny dots, and I didn't even take my tool and poke it through here. I did not poke it through. It's just solid. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of here. And I'm going to put this right in here, just so that it gives it a little something something. And then my little stem here, so cute, right? So here's this combination. It's this and this. I use the little dots and this flower right here. So here's this combination for this one. Now you could easily put a stem on the other flowers, you know, like just putting it behind if you just wanted to use a little stem. I didn't do that with this, but you can. Nothing, that's the greatest thing about crafting, right? Nothing's written in stone. I had a wonderful comment from someone that said that I sound so happy when I craft now, and I am very, very happy with my crafting. So on these, I will pop it up with some foam. Let me go ahead and do that with these little flowers. I'll just put a piece on real quick. There, and I won't take the backs off yet. Okay. Now, for these little flowers here, we will add them, but let me show you what I did. I'll show you with one of them, and then I could do the others even off camera. So I took one of the leaves. This is this flower. I used the little dots here, and then these leaves. This is my combination for this. And just a little bit of glue. And I cross these leaves. Whoop. I cross these leaves. I had it upside down. Just like that. Okay. Let that take hold. And then I took one of my little flowers and I put it here. I'll add the others when I put it on the card. Okay. So this is how I did this. Just like that. And then when I add it to the card, I'll add these two underneath to make a little trio with a little greenery sticking out of it. I think that came out so cute. Let's put that there. Let's go ahead and do these. It doesn't take a second, right? So again, right side up, little glue, cross your leaves over, just whoop. Let's do it like this. Let's do it on the table. Just like that. Take one flower, little glue, stick it on the bottom of the leaves. It doesn't matter if the stem pops out because we're going to put the other ones around it. Okay, so let's get one of these going. Little glue. Cross the little leaf over. Again, just a little bit of glue. and we're going to let all of that dry. Okay, now let me clean that glue off. Little alcohol right here, and it takes it right off, of course. I love a glass mat. Got this at Hobby Lobby. Let me say this much about Hobby Lobby. Wow, I went there yesterday, actually. I was in the area, and I thought, well, let me just hop in and see what they have. They have nothing, okay? I walked right out. I think it's the first time I've went into Hobby Lobby and have not bought a thing. Their craft department is really down, and so I guess, you know, the best thing to do is to order online. I cut this fern looking piece from here, okay? And let's see, my cup right here. I did the solid out of pink, and then the yellow with the one that we'll stitch on here in just a few minutes. Okay, and then of course this I attributed this piece as like the table. Okay, like a tablecloth or something, and then the cup was sitting on it. That was my kind of my take on it. So this just came out so cute. I do want to pop my leaves up with a little foam. I'll do that off camera whenever I get there, if we get there. So, all right, now this little piece right here, how stinking cute is that? It's like a little tea bag tag to me, and I took a piece of white twine. I'm just gonna flip that over. I'm gonna take a piece of Best Ever craft tape, just a little piece of it here, just like that, and I'm going to tape it down on the back of this. Okay, make sure you don't see your tape. Now then, when we get our cup finished, I'll kind of loop it over and then tape it into the cup, and it'll look like a little tea bag tag. Okay, so we'll use this tape again. All right, let me get my box. I got this at Walmart for my colors, and these are all Spellbinders colors. They do coordinate with Spellbinders cardstock, but it doesn't have to be. Now for my little bobbins here, I did purchase the little set, and it comes with the dies that even cut out Stitched with Love, and it even cuts out the number. Right there, they have the dies for that. I'll link this below for you. It's really cute. And then whenever the paper, whenever the paper here gets yucky, I'll just stamp another one and use it again. You know, so this is something you could use over and over and over again. Now, when I have multiple colors, I like to go ahead and thread my needles, 3 of them, because I have 3 colors. And let's see, let's start with the pink on the cup. And for this one, I did 3 strands. Let's see, I just have one right here. But I did 3 strands. Let me get that out of the way because it's just impinging on what I'm trying to roll off here. Let's see, this is 2. Yeah, I wanted it thick. So let me see if I can't put these together, and I will. I don't like to waste anything. I'm not wasteful. My grandma taught me that. So 3 strands, and let's see how long that is. Yes, I'll just take my scissor and snip that even right there. And I'll thread this in here. Hopefully. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. So now we actually have 6 strands. I wanted this part thick. You could do it any way you want. Right? Isn't that what I did? Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. So I'm not one to knot. I say that all the time. I bridge as much as I can. Sometimes you have to knot. Sometimes you have to use tape. Whatever you want to do. You could tape this down if you wanted to. And then look at here, real close, okay? See real close there? See the etching that they put? That's where you want to stitch. And there's many ways to stitch this, okay? Many, you know, different combinations of how you could go in and out. I just did something traditional because then I will go ahead and put a French knot in the center of it. I want to clip those off right there, just like that. And I'm just going to go, it's just in and out. Really simple. All around here. I so love to stitch. I didn't realize it until Spellbinders asked me to do this. I stitched a little, but not like what I'm doing now. And I'm so appreciative of them asking me if I would do this for them every month. And again, you know, if you make a mistake, you just cut it out. It's no big deal. It's another part of crafting that is kind of like foolproof, right? We might need more thread. I don't know. Let's see how far we get. I'm always so close to that, and then I can't find it, right? I know if I have that going on, so do you guys. Oh, I think I might make it. Got lucky on that, right? I'm not a lucky person. Like if I'm like watching Let's Make a Deal or Price is Right, I'm always wrong. I always pick the wrong thing. I'm like, this is why I don't play the lottery, okay? Because I'm just not a lucky person. And then I just bridge through there, and I'm just going to give this a little snip right here, knowing that this is going to get glued down, okay? This will get glued down. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Make sure I've got my, that is so lovely. Okay. Now I'll need more pink, but for that we'll use 2. The next coming up with the pink, I'll just use 2. Let me unravel here. And so here are 2 thread, or no, wait, is that 2? Yeah, nope, it's 3. Okay. So I'll just use 2 because then when I put it over, it makes 4. And that's enough for a French knot later on in the card. Okay. So now let's go ahead and do a little yellow French knot. Let's do that. So here, I'll just go ahead, and that's a thick one. And I'll do this. Bring this through. Just like that. I'll come up through the middle here. Okay. Actually, I want to make a bridge. I want to bridge this here, and then come up the middle there. Just kind of holds it in better, right, guys? And then I'm going to clip this a little bit. And now, when you make a French knot, you have to make sure you have enough thread, okay? So this is nothing to do on a short little piece. And my grandma taught me to wrap it 3 times. Get your needle as close to where you're working as you can. Pull your thread. And then what you need to do, let me pick this up, is go back into the same hole that you came out of. There we go. And now pull it gently. Do not make it, look at that, how stinking cute that French knot just came. Ha, cute. Okay, now another bridge, because I'm just going to get rid of this thread right here, and we have our cup completed. Just like that. Give it a snip. Now let's go ahead and add our cup to our pink solid one. Get these guys out of the way. And like I said, now is where I'm going to add my glue and my extra fingers. My grandmother's clothespins. She's always with me, okay? She was very, how can I say, big part of my life. Just like I feel like I'm becoming a big part of my grandson's life. It's kind of the same thing. Okay, so I have this going on. I really want to get that along the top. Just taking my tip and spreading that a little bit. Don't need a whole lot. I'm going to come in here and put a little glue around my stitching. Bring my pink up, line it up nicely, just like that. And now I'm just going to take the clothespins and let them hold everything down until it really adheres nicely. Just like that, okay? So I'll put that to the side. All right, now let's go ahead and thread this with a little green. Here we go. And let's see, what did I think I used 2. Did I use 2 or 3? I used 2, which made it 4 on this stitching. And, you know, do whatever you want. If you want it thicker, use 3. No big deal, okay? Absolutely. You do whatever that you want to do. There we go. And so now, you know, I have thread on all 3 needles. Just like that. Bring this together. Okay. And you know what? Let's do a flower first. Because then I want to bridge into, I want the green in here, but I want to do these flowers in pink. This is definitely not enough thread for the flower. Oh, wait, I did flowers in yellow. This is definitely not enough thread for the flowers. Let me take that off. And let's cut another piece here. That's also short. I always save them because you never know. Let's see if this one's nice and long. Yeah, this one's a long one. And I definitely use 2 for this. This is called a wagon wheel stitched rose. They're going to come in here, double it up, there we go. We're good? Okay, now we're going to come into the center. And what we want to do first is 5 stitches. Because we're actually making the wheel, okay? So I'm going to leave this tail right out here, and I'm going to come here. Okay, that's 1. I'm going to skip 2 holes and go into the 3rd. And now that will make my little bridge. I'm going to leave my pieces out there until I come all the way around, okay? And then I'm going to come back into the center. I'm going to skip 2 and go into the 3rd. And go into the center. No, wait, that just gives me 4. We need 5. How did I do that? Oh, I know how I did it. Whoops. Okay, so easy peasy. Watch. Just take it apart. It's no big deal. Let's start again. I'm making a knot, right? Let's just cut that out. See, like I said, it's just easy. Just cut it away. No big deal. Trash. It's not skipping 2 holes. Okay, back up. Come up through the center. I'm going to hold that. Come up through 1. Skip 1. I believe that's the way I did it. See, sometimes like I get this and I get it early. I already have the one for April in my possession, but I skipped 1 and then I went into the next one. This should give me enough. And then here, and then I skipped 1 and went into the next one. And so we're actually making like a little wheel, okay? Skip 1, go into the next. Perfect. Not skipping 2. You actually go into the second one. Skip 1, go into the next. And now we have a perfect wheel. Just like that, okay? Now, I'm going to take my needle. Now, sometimes if it's hard to go through the cardstock, okay, I just took a pin and I made a little hole. You want to come right over from the hole that you were in, okay? So I'm just going to take a pin and puncture a little hole, okay? Just like that. That just makes it easy. And I'm going to come up through here. Okay, up through that hole that we just created, all right? Now, what you want to do when you do this, you come, it's an over-under stitch. So I'm going to come over this one, under this one. It doesn't matter which way you go. I'm left-handed, so I'm probably going backwards from what you're thinking, okay? Do not pull this really tight, okay? Over one, under the other. Over one, under the other, which then, because we have 5 wheels, see, it's always different. If you went over one, then the next time you'll go under, okay? And allow this to circle around the center of this stitching, okay? So now we're under here, we're going to go over here, under, just like that. Let my thread catch up with itself there, right? Sometimes one gets longer than the other. You just pull it like that. Then we're over here, under here, over here, under here, because see, if you can see it up close, this one's on top. So now you definitely want that to be under. And you just alternate over, under. And that's all that it's called. Now, you have the choice to leave your spokes out to make it look like a wheel, okay? Or I'm going to fill it up because I want it to look like flour, right? So under, over, under. Over, under. Watch, isn't that coming along well? Over, under. Over, under. And see how I'm not pulling it too tight, but I'm kind of pushing it in where I need it. So over, under. And you can make this as full as you'd like. Really comes out cute. Over, under. Over, under. Over, under. Over, under. And just let my thread catch up with itself. Right there. There we go. Just adjust. But don't pull it too tight, okay? Like if you're going to pull your thread, hold your flower, straighten out your thread, no big deal, just like that. Over, under, over, under. Let's see, I'm starting not to see them. Under, okay. Over, under. Now let's end it, okay? Just like that. I think I have a large enough flower that I am enjoying right here. Try to pick that thread up in there. Use your needle to manipulate if you need to. Let's go around one more time. Over, because I want that to be in. Under. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Now, just go into the next hole. That's all. Can't see it. It's fine. That's all. And then make your bridge. And you just made a wagon wheel stitched rose. Fun. I'm going to give that a clip. Okay. I'm going to come back in with my pink. And I'm going to come up through the center. Well, first I'm going to bridge. Little bridge. Oop, that's far from even. There we go. So make a bridge. Come up through the center. Just like that. Let's make our French knot. You know what? I didn't come up through the center. I came up through the hole that I had made. That's amazing. I never thought I could do that. But of course, if I'm filming it, I can. Here we go. Right into, yes, now I'm in the center. Right there. Bridge, center. Wrap it 3 times. And push it down in there. In the same hole. And just push it through. Easy. And there's your French knot. Bridge. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me thread some more needles. I'll be right back. Okay, I cleaned up a little bit and then got a drink of water. And let's start our second one. Again. Now, what I'm going to do first, though, I think, is make my little hole next to my circle, okay, to come up with that part of that wagon wheel. I think that might be just a little bit easier, okay? See that little hole right there? Right next to it, I made that with the pin. All right, let's come here into the center. Tape, bridge, whatever you want to do. Tie a knot. Let's come up here. It doesn't matter. Okay, here. Okay. Then we're going to skip a hole, come into here, the next one. We're going to make our bridge. I want to get my string under there. I should call it floss, right? Just like that. Back into the center. So first we make our wheel. We're going to skip a hole, come up through here, in through here, skip one, the next, because we want 5. We want odd. It won't really work with 4. It'll work with 3. So you need odd, okay? Just like that. Now where I had my little hole, right here, I see it. right there. Okay, so I'm coming up right next to the center one. Okay, and that's where we're going to start without getting a knot. There we go. Okay, so, and we start again with over, under, over, under, get it to the center there, over, under, and all of a sudden it's going to take shape. Don't worry about at the beginning it looks like a hot mess, I promise you. Over, under, over, under. I hate when that floss does that, but it does it. So you got to just deal with it, right? Just straighten it out. We're not running a race. This is not a marathon. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, look how nice that's starting to come together, right? Over, under, we just keep filling it up. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. Are you getting tired of me saying that? Over, under, but I have to say it to myself because I'm like, this is how it goes. Even when I do it without on camera, I'm still saying over, under, I promise you. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And don't be afraid to manipulate your thread, your floss here. Over, under, over, under, whoop. Oh, look how cute. Over, under. Like I said at the beginning, seriously, it looks like a hot mess. You're like, that'll never make a flower. But but it does. Over, under. And push that out there. Let that wind around where you've already got it. Then over, under. And there's many different kinds of flowers, you know, that you can make stitch-wise. I just thought this one would look really cool on, let's see, over, under, on this because, like I said, I'm looking at this like a tablecloth. My over. Ooh, see, I almost went under that one, right? Because I'm talking. But I can't help it. I'm stitching with you guys. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is so stinking cute. See, and mush your thread together. Push it where you need it. It's fine. Over, under. Might be about done. This is getting tight, right? I think that's good. So I want them about the same size, right? And then just go into one of the holes right next to it and then make a bridge. I'll clip this off. Perfect. Now, I will not save that. That's too short to save. Well, actually, because you can stitch with 2 threads and leave a short tail, I will save it. I'm a saver. I am a saver. I want to get 2 more pieces here. If I could get them apart without making a knot, which I've just made a huge knot. I pulled it too fast. There we go. Oh, I'm going to make a knot, right? I just keep working with it, that's all. Just work with it. It's just thread. There we go. It came right out. No big deal. Thread this up. We have to make our French knot yet. And put these together here. Good. Okay. I've got my piece of pink here. Let's go up through that. Let's make a bridge. Let's go up through that hole. The center one. Right there. Perfect. Let's wrap. 1, 2, 3. Pull it. Put the needle right back down into that hole that you came up through. Pull gently, and a cute little knot is formed. Adorable. I don't know. Do you think I could get another one out of that? I might can. We're going to leave it. We're going to see if we can do that. You'll watch me struggle, right? Okay, one more wagon wheel. I want to do these with you because repetition is the best teacher. I'm going to make my little hole with my pin right next to a hole that's already created. Come up through here. Stitch. Skip one. Bring it here. Back into the center. Skip one. Back into the center. Skip one. And we have 5 spokes. Just like that. That fast, that easy. And you know, the more you do, the faster you'll get with this. Not that, like I say, you're not running a marathon. Take your time, enjoy your stitching. That's what stitching is supposed to be. Very relaxing and enjoyable. A lot of times when my grandson's asleep, sometimes I can't sleep and I'm up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm stitching. Now I'm going to come up into that hole. And now this time I can see it back here. Up through that hole. Just like that. And we start our over under again. Over, under. Over, under. Over, under, and remember, it's a hot mess when we start. At least to me it is. It looks really like that will never work. Okay, like that to me looks like it will never work. But then it turns into this. Okay, over, under. Over, under. I just keep going around. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. This one's even coming along even faster, you know. Even up my thread, no big deal. Over, under. Just every other thing. Now see, it's starting to take shape, right? Over, under. Over, under. Over, under. Getting my thread together. Over, under. Over, under. See, and I don't want it loopy like that, okay? I want it to touch everything. That came out really nice. Over, under. I'm under, so over, under. Okay. Just like that. Over, under. Over, under. Over, under. We're close to being done. Over, under. This might be it. I think so. They look about all even right there. Right? All three of them? I believe so. Because I don't want it to, you know, get too thick. Should I go around one more time? I don't know. Under. Over. Under. Or at least take one more stitch. One more. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of made it more round, didn't it? I like that. Okay, I'm done. Here we go. Make our bridge. Now remember, even if these are loose, okay, we're going to glue. I'll put that aside. Let's see what we can do with this little tail of pink. Let's try it. My grandma, she was so good at, I mean, she would have it down to this part of the needle like none other. And then up through the middle. The hole that was created by Spellbinders. Oh yeah, we've got plenty here. 1, 2, 3. Pulling it down on the needle and put the needle right back down into that hole and pull it through. There we go. Cute little French knot. There we go. Now this I will throw away. We're done. Beautiful. I just have a piece of cardstock here with holes in it just to hold my needles. Okay, now let's go ahead and do, now that's pretty. That's really pretty, but these stitches in here, these need to be done. And I wanted to use a different color. It actually makes everything else stand out nicely. Go like that. I'm going to cut my tails off even. And I'm going to come. See, that's a flower hole, okay? You don't want to go into there. Or I didn't. You can. I didn't, though. I want to go into these holes that are straight. And I just want to do this running stitch. Now you want to come back. You want to come up. I'm sorry. And then back. This goes fast. And then up. And up through here and back, and come up through here. That holds your thread in place really nicely. And then up. Now again, you could take one more stitch if you'd like. I did not. You could, though, go right into where the flowers are. Now, this is solid in the back, so I'm just going to come right over here, no big deal, and just continue my little running stitch. And we've got this done. It really didn't take that long, even, you know, making the wagon wheel flowers rows, wagon wheel stitched rows. Just like that. Oh my goodness. And then we're going to bridge right here. You can not, if you want to, you know, bring it around through, just, you know, to secure it if you want to. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? Now, here's the die for this. This is the solid one. Now, when you cut this out to get this free, okay, you have to use this one, okay? Because let me show you, I saved it. If you don't use it, okay? If you don't use it, it does this, okay? Just into the paper, which, I mean, that's fine too, you know, if you wanted to. I also feel like these right here, see these that pop out right here? Remember I showed you that die that was in here? See, I should never clean up, right? Okay, so here it is. And I really believe that this larger one is to make that a different color if you wanted to, okay, to pop it up. But I'm putting yellow behind it, so I was okay with it. But I really believe that that's what this is for, is to go into here maybe. But I'll figure it out. You know I will. But I was looking at it before. I was like, oh, maybe that's what that is. But so I wanted to show you. You have to have this to get this element right here, okay? And then I cut it out just plain, just like that. Let's go ahead and use our glue. I want to make sure I get these edges. I want to get over my stitched areas. Just like that. And take this piece, put it right behind here. And see what I'm saying? I think, like, if you wanted to make a different color there, I think that would be good. I think that's what that other die is for. Let me move some of my thread and get my other hands here. Let me get some more. Here and here. Just using what I have at the house, right? There and there. Now, we'll put this mess over here. Now, here's our cup. Let's bring our card in. Let me get my sentiment right here and put a piece of foam on the bottom of it. Okay. Sending a note. Put it right here on the bottom. Just like that. I love the basket weave. It helps me to keep things straight. Now, I'm just going to take my die and I'm going to kind of place it here because this is what I did with my other one. And then I'm just going to go, okay, that's good. I'm going to put the cup right about there. Okay? Let's put 3 foams on this one. So that while that glue is drying, we can continue to work right here. There. Good deal. Let's take this little flower and let's put this one in first. See how it fits right into that cup? Isn't that cute? Okay, now I want to take my pink and I'm going to use my 1/8 inch foam here, strips, because this was perfect on these teeny tiny leaves right here. Just snipping off a piece of it. I got this for free from an order from scrapbook.com when I ordered my Better Press system, and I now know that I have to have 1/8 inch strips in my craft room because you just have to. I'm going to put this right here, and I just put that on the leaves, okay? Now these guys I'm just going to glue down. Bring those in. I got to put that one underneath. Let that one be on top. Just like that. Oop. Come over here, you. There we go. And then this one. So what we want to do is create a trio of flowers. And if you wanted to put foam on these, you could. Just like that. Just gives it some dimension. Cute. I'm going to take my greenery now and I'm going to place this in here. And I want it over top of my flowers, just like that, about in there. It really doesn't matter. Just put your stuff in the cup. And however you want to arrange it is correct, because it's yours and you're doing it. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. Okay, no problem. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the back of that. I forgot to put my little T tag in there. No problem. We're going to go like this. We're going to bring this here, add it to the front, and I hate that's crimped right there, but just want a little loop, right? Let me cut some of this off. And now, I'm just going to take a little bit of tape. Watch how I do this. Put it on the back so that the sticky is toward me, okay, and on the twine. I'm going to stick it right in here. I might need a little tool to guide me. We're going to stick it right in here. Because I'm not picking that cup up. That's for sure. I'll rip my project. And I'm going to just push it into that tape. And it held it. Just have to have a little patience, okay? And it held it right in there because my tape was this way and then I pushed it down when I had it in place. No big deal. Let's go ahead and add our yellow flower. And put that up here. And then our pink flower. Put that one right here, kind of overlapping on my petals. And let's do our light blue down here. I know this is a longer video, but when you stitch this much, I had to show you exactly what I was doing if you wanted to learn how to do that little flower. Rose, it's a rose. Wagon wheel, rose. And I'm going to put this right here. Okay. Gonna get these guys in here just with some glue. Gonna kind of sneak it right under there where that stem is. Just like so. Perfect. And then this one. Right over here. Oh my goodness, that's stinking adorable. Now I had my other ones up here. Let me see if I have enough room, because it seems like I kind of went over with my flowers a little bit. Oh, I think we can make it. I think we can. No card is ever the same. That's why it's just so special when you give it to someone. It is your creation. And what I do and what you do could be two completely different things. Different colors. Right here. And I'm remembering, don't come off of the card, okay? It has to fit in an envelope. And then this one. I'm going to stick it under that little stem, because then see it kind of hooks up to that stem, okay? And then this one will go under the flower a little bit, and it'll peek out. It looks so cute, just like that. I want that to go under that flower too. Use my little tool here to scooch it. There. Beautiful. Okay, let's see how we did here. I'm sure just fine. Put all this away while we're at it, right? And then this is going to come right here, right underneath. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely adorable. And I'm just going to do 3 foam squares. And this is our stitched die of the month. I'm so happy with it. So happy that my roses came out nice. So I'm going to put this guy right here. Using this to line it up, and oh, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for watching me stitch and having fun in the craft room with me. I really do appreciate it. Everything is linked below for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this. Both these cards are beautiful and so much fun, right? A lot of fun in the craft room with Stitched Die of the Month for March. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.